right, everybody. Welcome back to the Purple Podcast, and welcome for the first time for our new listeners. This is your host, Austin Eisert. We got a good one for you today, and there is really no sense in delaying because we have quite the journey ahead of us. Some might say an Odyssey. The Sad Sacks are back with a brand new episode of the Purple Podcast, this time reviewing Christopher Nolan's epic adaptation of Homer's timeless tale, The Odyssey, starring Matt Damon alongside Anne Hathaway, Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson, and many, many more. And we were just talking off screen here. There will be some mispronounced names. There will be forgotten names. It's just going to happen. So bear with us. Thank you very much for your understanding in advance here. Join us as we discuss our favorite characters, scenes, themes, and things, and answer the eternal question, is this movie better with Nicolas Cage? Calling in now, my co-host, as always, Griffin and Mike Fletcher. How you feeling this morning? We are recording on a Saturday morning. Y'all just had a nice week in the sunny state of Florida, correct? How we feeling? How you guys doing? How was your trip? You guys have a good time?
Take it away, Pops.
We absolutely had a good time. Look at Griffin. He's probably put on 10 pounds, Austin. I fed him like, I was trying to fatten a goose. This cat, we hit every buffet. We hit every fish joint we could.
We went to two buffets in a row, Austin, for dinner.
God, y'all were hogging out.
Austin, this guy, I was trying to, Lord, I try to keep up with him.
Cersei would have turned y'all fellas into pigs, huh?
Oh, he would have had a field day with us.
There he is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's the first forgotten character. There we go.
Yeah, well, hey, I'm going to do my best with these names. But, oh, my goodness. We did. We ate some more. So Griffin put on a field day.
It was nice, man. It was nice. We got out in the ocean. It was the best the ocean has felt to me in so long. It was just so warm. It's like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
That is a nice summer ocean. You don't have to worry about the coldness of a spring break ocean.
Not at all.
Yeah, where you got to fight it. Yeah, that is the best stuff. Well, I am here after a long night out of drinking and celebrating.
Yeah, how was it?
Congratulations to Susie and Graham. Wedding not yet, but the wedding shower was last night. Celebrated that, had a good old time, and celebrated it with a few beverages, quite a few beverages, we'll say. One thing I did want to call to note, shout out Mark, one of my friend's fathers. It's Brian's dad, Griffin. I think you've met before. We got talking about the podcast. Brian told him that I had to tell his dad the final question. It was, is this movie better with Nicolas Cage? And he said, yes, every movie would be. And it was just like I had to step back and give an applause because it's like, hell yes. So
yes,
already knows.
He knows.
There's a market, baby. It exists. So we might have to get him on here for National Treasure. I think that's his bag. I think he loves it. We'll see if we can find a way. But I had to get that one in there.
Yes, sir.
But this movie, fellas, now redirecting and getting back on task. How did we feel about the Odyssey? I would say this is a group pick before we step into our actual movie picks. So, how do we feel? Is this the movie of the year? Do you think it ends that way?
I was transfixed. I saw it in the theater in North Carolina after a long day at a job site when we, around the same time we shot the Vertigo episode. Mm-hmm. I was transfixed. It was the best I felt in a theater since Dune 2. I forgot where I was, and I enjoyed every second of it.
No, he's making a good point, Mike. You laughing at him right now?
Yeah, I was transfixed, and it was. I didn't even know where I was. That sounds like Griffin. He really doesn't know where
I was. I mean, I got so engrossed in the movie. I ended up looking over at my coworkers and going like, "Oh my gosh, I'm here on a work trip."
Yeah, pure.
It was crazy.
Pure immersion.
I kept saying it was a roller coaster ride, guys. I thought all the special effects. I thought the Cyclops. I thought the giants. The witch that I blew. Sorry about that earlier, but I just thought all of those. It just, you were kind of mesmerized, and and Matt Damon, of course, and we'll talk more about him. His performance is phenomenal. I really enjoyed this movie. This is not my bag. I'm not one, other than, the Perseus. I enjoyed that, but this is really not my bag. But man, to answer your question, Austin, I think this is the movie of the year. I really do. I just think it was that big. Those scenes out on the ocean, those were phenomenal. You felt like you were in that little boat with them, and it's like, oh my, or ship, whatever we want to call it. And you go, man, this is bad news. Well, you felt the boards, you felt all the creaking and cracking going on. Well, yeah, it was something.
Did you watch the documentary on Peacock? It's the little 22-minute documentary. Did you get a chance to see that?
I have not, but I most definitely will.
And I'm not sure how much. I'm sure you did some research as well, but how much everything is meant to or done practically as much as possible. Like they were out sailing this mid-century boat. Yeah. They were in fucking water doing that. So that's why you can. I
did research that.
So, I mean, all that
he put them through the hoops now.
Well, man, and I love it because, you're seeing this distancing from CGI. And unless I'm mistaken, was old, oh, crap, now I can't think. Project Hail Mary. That's this year, right?
Yeah. Those are the two
movies.
Also
a really great movie. You know that they did the puppet, Austin. Rocky, that was a puppet, practical as well.
Well, Polyphemus,
so I think we're seeing a return to practical effects.
That is a 60-foot puppet, the Cyclops was. Yeah. And it's partially, I don't know how it all works, how they combine it, but it was performed by, of course, Bill Irwin, who is Luhu. It's funny because like when you see it, you see him a little bit. You can tell if
you do.
Yeah, you absolutely do. He's
got this
Austin, just, like clownish appearance.
Spoiler. Yeah. I was in Florida with my dad, pretty soon after, and my dad looks like that damn Cyclops. And he's got that full bean out. It's like, oh my God.
Just like a square,
you see this cat in the morning, I'm like, oh God.
Just a little sackish, yeah. Oh,
I feel like that Cyclops in the mornings. What are you talking about?
God, man. But there's a line that I guess the crew was saying that was basically Christopher Nolan's motto on this movie. Everyone going into it knew this was a fucking tackle. They were going to have to really go for this thing. Like, Christopher Nolan doesn't want to make a movie for another 3 years. Matt Damon looks rugged and worn as he's supposed to.
And jacked. Holy crap.
His physical appearance, you could tell that dude put in the work, man.
Oh, yeah. And he grew the real beard, the hair. They really went for this thing. And he said what he was saying, his motto throughout the entire thing, if it were easy, everyone would do it. So this thing was a grueling process. Just the IMAX camera, that element of it, of course, if we're going to film nerd out a little bit here and talk about all that stuff, like what it's done for the movies, the 70 millimeter film that everyone's talking about, this little balloon that he had to put the camera in so they could do dialogue in IMAX, and this mirror system that they set up because the camera was in the way of the people, the actors who were supposed to be talking together. So they could have eye contact and still record this freaking scene. They set up a system of mirrors. So they're looking at just the innovation. It's spectacular. And the thing that I think about is when you introduce new technology and try to do these cutting edge things, it doesn't always work. Sometimes it can really get in the way and decrease, take you out of the movie just because it's just not working. Like, I looked at 3D. 3D was supposed to be the thing that got people back into the movies, this big innovation. It just didn't take, and it was just gimmicky. But something like this, it's just like, man, I can't believe they went for it. They tried new things and executed on all accounts.
Well, and what's crazy, didn't they film across 6 countries? Didn't they? I read that they were actually ahead of schedule. They budgeted for like 100 days of production, and by the 93rd day, they're like, this is done.
Yeah.
We're moving on.
I mean, that
crazy.
You got to consider that, it has to be Christopher Nolan. He has worked on all these massive movies and built up to this point in his career where he is solidified in who he is as a director and has complete command of what he's doing. It seems, and like I've heard a lot of things that this is like probably his best put together movie.
Yeah.
Like it might be recency bias, but like I think I do have this one. It may be number one. This might have like supplanted or jumped over The Dark Knight as my favorite Nolan movie.
That's
truthfully.
Amazing.
It was just incredible. Well,
what's
man.
crazy
like,
though,
like
you're not hearing
history. It was just like
you don't hear that Christopher Nolan is a jackass. You don't hear that he was awful to work for. I feel like you hear people saying, "Hey, I loved his vision." It's not like a Stanley Kubrick thing. It's like this dude just knows what he's doing
in this day and age, anyways. But he is. Yeah,
true.
From all that I've ever read,
they're
he's
saying,
a good guy.
Dad, you got to think they're like he was on the ship with us. He was in that horse with us. Mm-hmm. What can you say about that? He was in the freezing cold and getting drenched with us. It's hard to argue with that.
Absolutely. I mean, again, that's leadership. You know, that's when you see that and you see somebody else enduring the same pain, you know, the physicality of this movie. Hey, what are you going to say? You're like, hey, he's right there with us.
You know, you're working on when you're with Nolan too. Like it's probably one of those things where it's like this is the NBA Finals. This is the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's got to be epic.
It makes everyone rise to the occasion. Yeah. And another thing that I heard from the actors and actresses, basically putting them in these real life locations. Imagine what that does for your immersion as an actor. You're not on some sound stage in Hollywood.
Right. You're not looking at you're not going to have a green
this
screen
goddamn castle. You know, you're performing on these islands, and it's got to make it an easy thing to do in ways. Of course, you know, I'm not going to call it an easy gig. Of course, there's levels to this shit, but it certainly helps the process. Let me buzz through the factuals here. It's I feel kind of like an idiot reading a log line to a 4,000 years old story that everyone knows. But here we go. After the fall of Troy, the legendary king Odysseus embarks on a perilous journey home, battling mythical creatures, vengeful gods, and impossible trials as he fights to reunite with his family before everything he loves is lost. Credits here, directed by Christopher Nolan and written by him as well, produced with his wife Emma Thomas. I think she also did some writing with it. Of course, it's based on the ancient. I just threw a burp in there, nasty bastard. Written by Homer, of course, and I think there's debates to even like it. Homer's a real like person. It's more just like it because this was a story that began and was told orally before it was ever written. So that's why like there's pieces of it that are not as big because if you're doing this to a crowd, you probably hone in on the parts that are working. So there's little things that we pass by briefly, and I think that's one thing in this movie that you could maybe start to pick apart a little bit is at some point it feels like you're like checking boxes after so many trials. Like I speak to specifically like Scylla, the mountain monster, and then the whirlpool. Like we just kind of breeze by that.
Yeah, Chari. The thing that's so weird is, man, that stuff used to get like a lot of clock, like or in previous iterations. I recall that stuff gets a bit more clock, and I remember reading. I was super into Greek mythology.
It's awesome
from 7th grade, and I remember reading about those obstacles and those. I guess you would call them just
mythical creatures.
I don't know if the whirlpool's a creature, but it might. Maybe it is.
It's sucking water down. That's what creates the whirlpool.
Yeah.
So
it's so crazy. Yeah, but I remember like there were never great representations really of either. If you like looked up, you know, because you just had to Google it and be like images, and you never got anything. Yeah. So like it was kind of cool to see it represented in the movie, but I do agree it was a bit just. And then you have to deal with Apollo's cattle and stuff, and it's like, oh gosh, you know.
Well, the siren scene is amazing as it is very brief. You know, you are not there long. You don't see much, but it's incredibly impactful when it is there. And the monologue after that, oh my fucking God.
Yeah, that was cool.
But
show me all my dreams. It was painful. Everything I wanted to be.
Well, I think we'll talk about it. But like you think about a scene like that, and it's like, oh, what are they going to make the siren song? And then you don't hear it.
Yeah.
But you have that beautiful score. So let's continue on here. Music by Ludwig Göransson, who is really making his freaking mark, man. Like,
what else was he in?
well, let's pull him up here so I don't just completely bastardize this. But he is working on anything and everything today. Like I've seen debates about if he's going to be like the GOAT when he's all said and done. So he did Oppenheimer, Sinners, Tenet, Black Panther, Creed. I mean, he's done a ton of things. So it's
Creed,
Oppenheimer and Tenet. Him like being kind of attached to Christopher Nolan is a good wagon to be on.
Yeah,
too.
I would sure think so.
So he'll get some
Good
more Oscars,
wagon,
I'm
that's
sure.
funny.
And then the editing, I wanted to call this to light too. Jennifer Lame, who also did Oppenheimer, she's going to probably win an Oscar for editing, and I think she probably did for Oppenheimer as well. But like the way Nolan does his storytelling, it's much like The Dark Knight. You have to be paying attention, because it jumps from place to place, but it does it very well, and that's on the editing because you could get lost jumping around so much because there's so many storytellings and boxes within boxes or stories within stories that are going on here. Matt Damon's he's with Charlie or Calypso and wherever that island is for half the time. So he's recounting his story of it, and it jumps from different places. And obviously you get long stretches of the tale that are in motion, but there's a lot of circular storytelling is what I'm getting at. Performance and reception, of course, this thing's tearing it up. $250 million budget, currently over like $27.9 million at the box office. It is currently fourth this year so far. Toy Story 5 is sitting at the top now, just jumped over Michael. It's been a freaking good year. We got $3 billion movies right now, and Odyssey is obviously going to get there and is trending to be the first at some point. I think it's just a matter of time. They've already extended its IMAX run in the theater and all that.
Take a guess. I got tickets for IMAX. Take a guess how much money I spent for 2 IMAX tickets at 10 p.m. on a Sunday night.
36.
$54.
Oh, geez. Wow.
2 tickets.
Wow. I heard something or another.
That's insane.
They were considering
Crazy.
for those really big tickets, like the 70 millimeter, why wouldn't a movie start bumping up the prices for those like a baseball game, like if your team's winning or something, because it's a hotter ticket. Which I don't love it just because you want to keep a standard ticket price, but people would pay $100 to see this thing and the best screen plus.
Well, I mean that's the reason I had been bragging about it for one thing. She hasn't seen it yet, so I was like, crap, I'm in for this. But they put a fee, of course, on it on online, but it's this isn't a situation where I'm like, oh, let's just chance it and show up. It's no, you're cooked. Mm-hmm. These things are selling out. So It's just, I mean, literally every other showing throughout this weekend, if you wanted to go and you wanted to book your ticket 5 days ago, you had to get in the first 2 aisles.
Oh, yeah.
Because everyone just wants to see it.
That's not the experience.
And those are not premium. You don't want those.
No.
You don't want that.
So that's
not if you're paying that kind of money.
Not messing with that.
Yeah. On the review aggregators, we got IMDb at an 8.5 out of 10. I think it should be higher. Rotten Tomatoes, 94%. Letterboxd, 4.4. Let's do our ratings here, guys. What do you got? Someone kick us
5
off.
stars. This is a 5-star movie. It's one of the.
Yeah.
This is one of those, like you said, it's generation defining. Mm-hmm. I think that Christopher Nolan, like you said, there are talks that it could be his magnum opus. It was wonderfully done. I think it is amazing for cinema. I think it's amazing for culture. Mm-hmm. Speaking of culture, all of these people are speaking in American accents. Yep. That's kind of interesting. Mm-hmm.
People have been
employing
as well.
American vernacular. What do you say, Austin?
I think it works. I think it works.
I never
questioned it.
No, it was a fantastic movie. Matt Damon, his performance was enlivening. He pumped me up so much. I mean, I felt like I could have broken through a brick wall. So that's just good cinema, man. That's just good stuff. And that's what a movie's supposed to do. The 3 of us, my coworkers, we left speechless because we could hardly even process what we just watched. and that is what it's supposed to be like. So 5 out of 5 for me.
Yep. Mikey.
Guys,
what was your expectation going into this? What were you thinking? Because I think I was cranked. I think I was ready.
I had no expectation other than I figured these special effects were going to be phenomenal. Again, I know Matt Damon's going to do a great job. That was my expectations. Again, this is not my bag. Greek mythology and all that is not my bag. I don't know too much about it. But again, I went in and it's like you're on a roller coaster the whole time and it's nonstop action. I really enjoyed myself. But let me tell you my score. I think this is a 5-star movie as well.
There you go.
But let me say this. There were 4 performances that really stood out to me. Matt Damon, Griffin already said. I can't add anything to that. I think Anne Hathaway is she did a fabulous, I bought her performance.
Best actor, best actress this year, the duo?
Possibly. I think she is amazing. I thought about Vertigo that as I'm watching it going, could she have been the love interest of Jimmy Stewart in Vertigo? Absolutely. She's that pretty.
She's been like Catwoman.
She could have done it. I think she's a generational actress. I think she just has that look. She would have been beautiful on that screen without Alfred Hitchcock doing that. By the way.
I really like Anne Hathaway too.
I do. Help me with this name. Is it Himesh?
Himesh Patel.
Himesh Patel. I loved his performance. I thought
Eurylochus.
I really liked him.
Thought he was great.
Really liked him.
He's a bandit like us, Mike.
Oh yeah, loved him.
Is he a bandit? Eurylochus is? Himesh?
Oh yeah, he's going. He was shining up top.
Oh yeah. What is it? John Leguizamo?
Leguizamo, yeah.
Leguizamo.
Oh god, that guy rocks.
Oh my god. At first I went, what the hell is he doing in this movie? He was great. I mean, you know what? He might be one for acting. I mean, for the supporting cast. There
could be multiple. I mean, this thing is going to destroy the Oscars.
I'm telling you what, guys, I bought it. Now, let me say this. As Austin would say, here's things I didn't really care for or didn't really like. Robert Pattinson, I never bought his performance at all. I kept thinking, was it Cedric? There's the cat from Twilight. I kept saying that it seemed like the same. It seemed like the same performance.
Dude, no. Robert Pattinson's a really good actor and has done some really cool things.
No doubt
since
he
Twilight.
is. But
he's made his career really cool. He's done some cool stuff.
That's why I said that at the beginning. I knew you guys would thrash me.
Man, the first half of his Batman I thought was great too. Then it kind of
I thought
it's a long one.
I think he's too handsome for that part. He just did not seem like he was of that age. He just seemed.
I liked his performance. I think what I was getting at. He reminded me of Mickey 18 and Mickey 17, the devilish one. So I couldn't get that out of my head. But he plays that sniveling little bastard well. Like
that's the thing. You hated him.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Did he really? Was he really that crappy on
the
screen?
Who he tried to play it like, Mike? One of the guys in Casino, the one that's with the girl that keeps coming back, the scumbag.
Oh yeah, that is. Oh gosh. I can't think of his name.
I'll get it.
I'll look it up here in a second. But let me add this: the other character
Lester Diamond.
What's his name?
James Woods. Lester
James
Diamond.
Woods. Oh yeah, he's a weasel, man. He plays a great bad guy.
Yeah, that's who he played them after.
Tom Holland did nothing for me in this. I told you guys that. I thought they could have cast a little bit better for him.
Yeah.
I just didn't buy it. Don't get me wrong. I think these guys did fine.
I've seen it's been a very divisive performance. I've seen mostly critical responses to it.
I wasn't impressed by him.
I actually bought it. I bought it, and I think it goes into Nolan's choices for casting. He was, there's something that you perceive or think about these actors even outside of who they're playing in this movie. They have just who that person is. For Matt Damon, he's that guy that you root for, but he's also got that little devilish side to him too. Like he's got a little of that hubris that you expect from Odysseus, which doesn't show so much in this, but it's naturally perceived through him as an actor, so it's there in that way. And I think Tom Holland, what we think about him is this guy who has been Spider-Man and is still Spider-Man. And this, how I kind of saw it, is like a step to get to that next pedestal, to be a more serious actor or something like that. And I think it worked in like the role and what it meant for his actual character, this son who is not ready to lead, to rule, but filling the shoes or stepping into those shoes. So I kind of liked it in that way. I bought it. I think it worked for me. I do think there could be a better choice. And I said Paul Mescal to you all. I think that would have been a brilliant choice if he wouldn't have just been in Gladiator, 2 years ago or whatever it is, and we saw him in sandals and swords already.
I just didn't think either of those characters, they just didn't look from that time period. I bought Matt Damon, the beard, the tough look, he looked like, Griffin said it earlier, he looked worn, or maybe Austin said worn from the movie. He just looked
from doing
so
the movie,
good.
Kicking his
he
ass,
was
but
kick
also
ass, man.
But like it also
here's
fit
my
for the whole
take.
thing. Yeah.
Tom Holland got acted under the table by Matt Damon, and it was almost laughable when they were actually in scenes together. To me, it just seemed like a big money grab, putting Tom Holland on the stage as well as Zendaya, to be truthful with you. I think that just kind of was a little bit like, that almost seemed to me like when you see a just really obvious McDonald's or Coke or whatever on a movie, and you're like, oh crap, I guess they got sponsored.
Well, here's another argument for you, or the counter to that was Zendaya. She's meant to be this just regular person, but the whole point in Zeus's law is that anyone could be a god in disguise. So her only having that small part, and that lady that they kill, which is one of the, the things that Odysseus reflects on the most, is this, the sacking and his guilt for what he did, this breaking of Zeus's law and him giving a gift.
The ultimate betrayal.
Letting, or, the friendship and the treat others as you want to be treated kind of golden law is all at play here. The gods and Zeus's law.
I would still pick Zendaya over Tom Holland. I'd get him out in a second.
Yeah,
and it might have felt a little better to me if it was just Zendaya,
Yeah.
Since they're married, it's kind of like that. Just felt like a big, like, kind of power play thing.
Well, I mean, it's just guys, a full cast. It is a very full cast.
I am not. I mean,
in some ways.
All I'm saying is, I think Robert Pattinson. He's a good actor. Tom Holland's a good actor. There's no doubt. I'm saying they didn't seem from that time period. That's all I'm saying. I just felt like they threw some wardrobe on him and put him out there, and it just didn't feel authentic to me. Whereas Matt Damon, Anne Hathaway, and again, our boy John, I couldn't get over that cat. He did such a great job that I kept looking. Is that really even him? Mm-hmm. He did a fantastic job, and I like John Bernthal. I thought he did a good job.
Kind of the perfect part for him.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean,
Menelaus.
They pulled it off, man.
But here's my things I like. Christopher Nolan, we've said enough about that cat.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The one thing that I do also still want to get in here is that, like, his pull is incredible. They say that, he is putting out massive movies that appeal to massive amounts of people, but are also really freaking good movies. It's not just like some big bullshit movie. It's a actually good movie that a lot of people enjoy, and that's just incredibly difficult. There's a lot of really good movies that you're going to like on a smaller scale and level, but like at this scale and size and just this amount of pool, really impressive stuff. What it's done for getting back in theaters, I think this is just another cherry on top of a really nice year so far that's going to only be further cemented by Dune 3, Dune Messiah. That shit is just going to be insane. I cannot wait. We'll see. It's going to be those two running against each other, in my opinion. Digger's out this year, isn't it, too?
What about Timmy Chalamet as Telemachus?
Man. Yeah, well, he would have been... I don't think you get what you're missing out on. I think he would have been a better actor, but I think it would have been maybe a little more distracting, maybe.
I think you need a rugged looking cat, Griff. I think you need.
You don't need
one of
rugged
those
because he's supposed to be the boy, but Timmy might be too much of the boy. Like that's the questions he's had as Paul Atreides, and like Tom Holland at least is like that dude's big, man. He's built. Like he's not tall, but he's built, and he moves around. He's a good action star. He's a good athlete. Like
no doubt
even though he
about
gets
that.
his ass kicked too much, so
he didn't. Yeah,
he needed a little. One of my gripes is he needed probably 1 to 2 more wins. He needed to be a little more capable than they made him, and I think that would have helped with his presentation a little bit more.
Yep.
But I think just the Odyssey, this story is brilliant. Greek mythology is such a cool time frame. It's got me playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey again whenever I play video games, which is it's just cool to be in that world, man. It's awesome stuff. The score is unbelievable. I might just go listen to that thing. Incredibly moving, emotional. This whole movie is just very moving. It's powerful. It's a strong thing. In terms of weak points, and I think most of these are picking nits, dude. To be honest. And I already said Telemachus getting a few more wins. The Rob Patton Mickey 18 couldn't shake it, but he's good. Like he's good. I liked him in Mickey 18 too, or Mickey 17, but he's Mickey 18, that character, whatever. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I think Mia Goth is the one that really felt unnecessary to me. I feel like she was very underutilized, or like that was my least favorite character. Her, like the maid or whatever her name would have been. Melantho is what it is. But yeah, 5 out of 5 star. No freaking way it's not. Let's move into some of the more important things now. And this is going to be tough. We're starting with scenes, and there's just so many awesome set pieces in this thing that you were like great cinematic moments. It's going to be impossible. So we're going to have to give some love around. I do want us to pick our actual favorite ones. I want us to nail one in, but we will talk about the others. And Griff,
I got one.
Take first shake for us. Favorite and X Factor.
I'm sorry, guys. So the best scene of the movie is when Odysseus kills all of the suitors. Right in that freaking banquet hall. Freaking strums that bow, gives them all the warning that they're going down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the best scene of the movie, but it's a kind of long scene. So if you want to take the best bit of that scene, I think it's when he sticks freaking Antinous right in the gourd, man, right in the chest.
Yeah.
Freaking Rob Pattinson. And now, and what he said, until Sinon, I gave you back your shame. Right in the chest. God, it was so good. Mm-hmm. That was that type of thing that like brings a tear to your eye, but you're like, yes, yes. I mean, it was just vindicated. It's so great. It's like, yes. Oh my God, that's awesome.
That's a point for Pattinson then, because that is part of it.
That's the thing, Dad. It's like I actually don't have as much of a qualm with Pattinson because by the end of it, you really, really dislike him. So, say what you want.
Somebody get these baggers out of here. Like that's been memed to hell now. People have been putting that back over something.
Oh God. Yeah. No, that's the best scene of the movie though. There are a million of them. If I wanted to give a my X Factor scene, I take the Cyclops encounter.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool seeing them in that cave and kind of just seeing how they react and how they play through all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you could talk about any of these scenes in the same depth and get there, but I loved that. I was just super, super engaged with all of it.
And that's what's tough, man. The Cyclops almost feels like you can't even X Factor that one because it's so good. Like it is such an epic moment where like it is one of those times you're watching the movie and it's propulsive. You start off hot, but you are really waiting for their journey home to get kicked off. It's like watching a horror movie and you're just waiting for the bad thing to happen because we know this story. So they've just left Troy. They're going home. Oh, we're going to take these wins. They're getting some luck. Yes, a new island. Yes, because they're doing a blind crossing. They're finding land. And this is when shit hits the fan, and that scene is incredible. Just the creativeness for how this thing looks.
Oh,
like it is.
Talk about how people got kind of gung ho for a Christopher Nolan horror movie based off of that whole scene.
There's been talks, and they were thinking that, when it wasn't announced that he was doing the Odyssey yet, there were thoughts that he might be doing a horror movie because it's been in talks. I think he wants to do like a legit horror movie, and there were so many horror elements and factors to that scene. Like they're trapped in there. They can't kill him because they can't get out if they do. That rock's in the way. That cave is called Nestor's Cave, I believe, which is some kind of ancient cave that they say Zeus was born in. And they went there and filmed there for this scene. Sick. That's so sick,
cool.
man. These guys, they're getting kicked around. They're getting crunched. And they got to get out in that belting noise. Like in that theater. Oh my God.
My seat was shaking.
When they stab they poke his freaking eye, man. Insane.
Heated it up, man. What's the who's the Greek Titan that that ate his own son? I forget what that sucker's name is, but it had such a parallel to that, of course.
Hades?
I can't recall. No, it wasn't Hades. It was a Titan, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean that stuff's just unbelievable, like you said, Austin.
And they hear him talking. I thought that was so cool, too, like muttering.
And like the one guy's like, hey, that was a son of Poseidon, you idiot.
Yeah.
Polyphemus is his name.
Should we try to reason with it? I think we're past that now.
Yeah, it's not going to play.
And do we talk to ants kind of thing? That was cool to consider.
It was Kronos.
Then he chases him down the damn mountain because Odysseus does do as one of his moments of, I guess, hubris or just like getting one over again, and the seas are then against them.
Yeah,
that crazy. That was just incredible. I don't know. That's one that I've been fighting with as maybe my favorite scene, just because it is so incredibly good. But I'm gonna go with, let's just do this, the Trojan horse. That story.
That's the other one I was thinking.
The Trojan horse into that sacking of Troy when they let Agamemnon in there in all his black armor. I don't care about the historical accuracies. If you're a snob about that shit, shut the hell up. It's
and it even seemed like Nolan kind of had a counter argument to that too.
It's like you're making a movie, dude. Come on, like
it's a movie.
We don't need to get we don't have to have the pinkies up about every freaking detail, man. Like, come on, it's all right. It was a sick movie, but the Trojan horse. Here's one of my questions that maybe here's a little gripe. How about if Odysseus is so damn smart, why are we building this thing where the tide could still reach it? Why don't we just set it?
I thought
why don't we just set it 20 yards to the freaking left, and everyone doesn't have to die and shit, pee, and drown in it? Pee pee and poo poo, just drowning in this shit. Like, but the thought of being in that horse for days, the smell,
claustrophobic, man. It made me nervous.
I was thinking of the guy who would have to step on the dead freaking body. Imagine how awful that would be.
Awful.
Bodies.
You don't know when you're going to get out of there either. Just a horrible hang,
What a terrifying little scene too, where they're having the guy breathing through the straw, trying to just survive it. It's like, God, that's horrible.
Well, then they start poking the thing they start stabbing it. The one guy gets stabbed, and then you see a guy wipe the blade so there's no blood when it gets pulled out. Very small detail, but it was just so cool. And the score there, this boom, boom, it starts building up, and they're trying to open that door. And
what a bunch of warriors, man.
And there's just
Dad, did you think about that?
Absolutely did. It like you said, Griffin, I mean, they're standing on dead people. You know what they've done in there. They had to go to the bathroom. It had to be horrible. That was my number one scene, guys. I thought
it was
was so intense.
They knew to pick a moonless night. They throw that fire, that torch over, and you see the whole army outside. It's like, oh, shit. And he's spraying arrows, some heavy hitting arrows from Odysseus too.
Go.
You just feel the punch of those freaking things, man. Crazy, just unbelievable. In terms of my X Factor scene, I'm gonna give it to the siren scene. I thought it was so brief, but so damn strong. In the message after it, you see just the agony on Matt Damon's face. That might be his Oscar highlight reel. You know, that's what they throw in the back there is him just flipping out, listening.
The Crying Monkey Award.
That gets him the Crying Monkey Award right there. He's screaming. We see that one cat unplug his ears, jump out.
Yeah.
And the score is well there and how effective it is that you hear the wax go in their ears. Your ears clog up then too. But you just hear that score slowly going and you see all the agony and anguish on Matt Damon's face from like joy to utter agony because it's that itch that you can't scratch. It's just under the skin. Unbelievable. And that quote is just so damn good. All the things you wanted to be and then all the things you wish you never wished for. And I've heard things where people have been critical of Nolan's writing before. There were some really jaw-dropping monologues in this thing that were punching me in the face. So really damn good there. Mike, what do you got for your X Factor? Because you gave me your favorite.
I was going to say, you guys left me scraps, but I've got
more, baby.
There ain't no scraps in this movie.
No,
Talk about a scene with Anne Hathaway, Penelope.
No, there is no way.
I mean, holy shit.
The scene for me was, help me with this name. The witch, was it Circe? Circe.
Great call.
Another horror scene.
Oh man, when she started taking the heads and molding them, and it's like, you're like, what the hell is she doing? And you just see all
ripping his hair out. That made me scream,
guys. I went to this movie by myself, so I'm sitting in there. You know me, I've got look like a chipmunk with all the popcorn I'm chucking down my neck, and I'm going
staining your shirt with butter.
Oh, there were spots all over my shirt, ruined sweatshirts, everything. But she starts molding those heads, and I went, it looks like a friggin' pig. Mm-hmm. And next thing you know, you're just, quack, 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 you're like, Willow! Oh, yeah, Willow.
Did that take you back to Willow? They turned some dudes into pigs in that movie, too.
Oh, it was so good. And
I'm sure it was influenced by the Odyssey.
And you see, I'm sure. And you see, Matt Damon's character come up, and he's kind of looking around and there's all these pigs. You're going, this is good stuff. This is good stuff. I bought that hook, line, and sinker. Mm-hmm. That was, again, that 1 and 2, the Trojan horse to me. And then that scene, they really bought me.
Well, give it up to Samantha Morton, too, the actress. I've seen a lot of talk on nice people job. Loved her.
Yeah, best supporting actress. I mean, this thing is going to freaking tear it up. It's going to have a lot of nominations, and I bet it wins a lot, too, to go back to on Oscar talk. What I saw, did you guys hear that there's been 2 times Christopher Nolan has had the crew stand up and applaud after a scene, and it was Heath Ledger as the Joker and her, Samantha Morton, as Circe in this scene.
Yeah.
No kidding.
So incredible.
I thought it was great. I thought it was a great clip.
Well,
no doubt.
It's so ominous. You're just waiting for, once again, this thing to turn on its head. I don't remember this part of the story so well, so I wasn't exactly sure, but I knew something bad was going to happen, of cource. So you see all that armor out back, of course, and then Zeus is walking around and he sees that guy with his cheeks out, just face down in the dirt.
Yeah. Well, God, and it was too easy. All of these freaking soldiers come up. We want food. And she's like, well, I got you covered. All right, let's do it.
And then they start really throwing that damn shit down, man. They are scarfing.
Was that you all
Here's the real this question. Week?
That would have been Griffin at the buffet, yes.
Here's the real question. Was that had something to do with, was that just how they were freaking eating, or was that the effect that the food was having on them?
Well, it was the effect of the food,
I think
Griffin.
It started with them, but at some point, then it starts latching on.
And Griffin, it starts. You start. They're going to turn into pigs. I mean, it was obvious. It wasn't super obvious, but after you saw what happened, you knew.
Well, and it was so weird. There's like a freaking lion on the island, a tiger, and all that.
Well, she turned it into a lion.
It was really peculiar. Other scenes that we just at least have to mention in passing here is, of course, I think Hades was an awesome moment. They went to Iceland to do this.
Going to hell.
Let him give his testament, or is that what they say? His testament, or what were they saying? It. And that's Dexter's damn dad. That's Francis Shaw from Welcome to Derry playing whatever that guy. What was his name?
Oh God, yeah, that's
Remar, James Remar. What's his name? Oh, I got it here. Let me do it.
Yeah, well,
James Remar, Tiresias, Dexter's father.
They have Jovan Adepo.
Yeah, he did a nice job.
He had Leroy Hanlon too.
Leroy.
He got kicked by the Cyclops. I think that's how he went out, man. He just got punted.
God, man.
That
was so crazy.
He'll drink the blood and then he'll give his testament. Give back Antinous his shame. You know, I thought Sinon was really good there. Oh, Elliot Page. I thought that stuff was really good there. And it was like the Ghost Army. It was a really cool
and
thing.
Agamemnon, dude, his whole testament going, hey, don't expect freaking laurels. Don't expect garlands when you get back. Be smart. Assess. I was like,
it was an awesome scene. And then, who's that? That's your army coming to get. It was kind of like Batman-ish. His voice, coming to get their whatever that you left behind or something, and they chase him off the damn island. Very brief, but very cool scene. Crazy. Really well done.
I'm about to explode. I got to say this too. In the freaking scene where Odysseus kills all the suitors, another awesome element is how you start seeing guys just bow down, get on their knees.
Bend the knee. Yeah.
They're like, hey, I accept. Yeah. You're my king.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that. Another thing that was big to me, for one, it's a great scene. Penelope and Odysseus actually curled up together in their bed chambers with little baby Telemachus, and they're just chatting about what's to come. He's saying, I don't know when I'm getting back. And also, it really kind of struck a nerve with me when he's like, yeah, freaking Agamemnon sacrificed his child for good winds. And she's like, oh, my God, that's barbaric. And he goes, it was also committed.
Yeah. Awesome.
And it was like, oh, God.
Yeah.
It was so crazy. But, I mean, it was kind of freaking made the hair stand up on your skin. It was like.
How big the sacrifice affects the whatever the hell he said.
Yeah.
But
I think when he bent the bow after no one could even get remotely close to stringing it, I think I would have dropped down on my knee and said, I'm good, man. I don't want any of this, cat.
Sure.
I mean, good. Did you see the way it was like, wah, and the sound effects of it were like, wah.
Yeah, really
that
cool
was awesome.
Really cool stuff. Well, then he sprays it, and
yes.
Hits Boom. That shit. The Last Dragonians, really cool. The Giant Men. Did you hear how that was done?
They were strange. Oh, I heard that they had a tiny little stunt actress in for.
They had
Matt
a bunch
Damon.
of them. They had a bunch of little small folk, 5 feet tall, and then they got a bunch of 7-foot dudes and gave a perspective from below. So it just
wow.
brought off this.
I thought the Giants were. I thought that was a really incredible scene.
They worked their asses over, man. He goes from 3 ships to 1 ship like that.
Yes.
I mean, that's the biggest loss, man.
They were lucky to get the one
and then
off.
just axe the ships down.
Just break. It was almost like a video game you used to would play on the computer where tower defense or something. They were just doing the same motion and just chopping that shit down. Yeah, it was so really cool there.
Intense.
And I think the final thing I want to say here, and then we can move on to characters, is just the return to Ithaca. That whole sequence, that last bit of the movie, that whole act is incredible. So intense. You're seeing them. They show up. They go to the shepherd. They've just killed the shepherd, the 2 boys and the dogs. We burned them first. Leguizamo just got his ass kicked, Those nerds. Big Ear comes by, and then they fight in the church. He sees his dog, and his son recognizes him. The Argus had a real big role to play in this thing, sitting out on the dung heap. What a sweet little moment. It was kind of low-hanging fruit in a way because everyone loves damn dogs, but it worked so well for me too. And that being the moment where Telemachus knew it was his dad returned home, really cool. Yeah. And that first night, or I think and this could have been my favorite scene, this is why I had to say it, is that monologue between beggar Odysseus where Penelope doesn't know it's him, and he just basically explains why he hasn't been home. Like, he didn't want to go home. We haven't talked about Calypso much and all that stuff, the Lotus, but
yeah.
What if
Charlize Theron did great.
Amazing.
She was good.
Yeah.
When he left the belly, well, that choice for her to be the actress too, this just everlasting beauty. It was just beauty, and how they like dressed her in the gowns. It was never overtly sexy, but it was sexy still, you know. Because this is not the most horny movie. It could have been way more horny.
No, not at all.
Way more horny. When he left the belly of the horse and opened the gates of Troy, he saw 10 years of rage pouring in that city, and you're seeing the sacking of Troy even further, and just the debauchery and they're taking women, they're killing people, they're just slaughtering. We left them a gift, an offering of peace that they took into their home. We violated all that's ever sacred between people and turned the fight into a hunt. To burn the walls of Troy was to burn the world entirely, including his home. What if he knew that very night, as he walked through fires of anarchy and pain, and in the days of sweaty celebrations that followed, what if he knew exactly what he'd done? What all of you had done. One man's idea, one man's trick, to break Zeus's law forever. We live in a world of palaces, trade language blindly with beauty until we broke it. And that's the theme of this movie. It's this undoing of civilization. I've said that, and it's probably not an original idea, but I immediately thought to Oppenheimer and what Christopher Nolan's saying in these movies. Like, these are like thematic sequels. The story they're saying, like, the invention of the nuclear bomb unleashed this power that we just never really should have had, kind of thing. And you can't put the cat back in the bag. Same with Odysseus here. That Trojan horse is essentially the nuclear bomb. That broke civilization.
God, that was crazy.
Yeah. That.
Well, what about
the law, the gift? Yeah, it just destroyed civilization. And they're the sea people, you know?
That was cool. What was he wearing? Well, he had this little, I don't know what he called it, but he's like a miniature statue with him at all times. Mm-hmm. She's like, what did she say? How often did he wear it? He never took it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loved it, didn't she?
It was a little statue of Athena, and you could see she's just like, oh my God.
Nolan always does these little trinkets. That's one of his themes that he always has. In Inception, it's the spinning top. In The Dark Knight, it's Harvey Dent's coin. In this, you get Athena, and you also get that little ring that they see at Cersei's place, which is a kind of cool or like good giveaway. Leaving their rings, he flips the bucket. All right, let's get frickin' movie. We knew this would be a long one, of course, but
crazy.
It's too damn
Wait,
good.
you gotta say this too. When Mentor gets killed and they're in that where, like you said, what do you call that? Like that? It wasn't a church,
temple.
Was it? A temple.
Right.
For one, I don't know why they picked that broke, goofy looking dude to be like the head honcho when they kick Eumaeus' ass. What an ugly, goofy looking dude.
But it's so great when he catches that sword.
Oh yeah, this just gets him. Yeah, I've already gotten one old man. And it's like, yeah.
Oh, ears, man.
Yeah, ears. He got it right to the damn gullet, man. Yeah. God, that was awesome.
Yeah, he got it worse than the sheep in Hades, man. Really?
Yeah, there you go.
All right, let's do favorite characters. How about a good old 3, 2, 1 Odysseus? Matt Damon.
No doubt.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, there's no
doubt. Best character
guys.
of the movie. No doubt. Like you said that, I think Penelope Anne Hathaway did a great job as well. She would be my number 2, but Odysseus all the way.
No
Matt
doubt.
Damon.
Here's where things get a little more interesting. I'd say 6 man. Griff, give us something.
Oh, gosh. It's funny. I had this figured out, and I kind of have lost it. I would say that 6 man for me, I kind of want to go with Eumaeus. I think Eumaeus was awesome.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed him, and I loved his devotion.
Fantastic
to
performance.
Odysseus. And, again, that's another great theme. Give it to Homer. Devotion, dedication to your loved ones. Mm-hmm. The dedication between Odysseus and Penelope. She was unraveling her fabric to keep this thing going on, her tapestry, whatever the heck they called it.
the great grandfather's burial something or whatever it was.
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing to see that dedication. But you saw that with Eumaeus, you saw that with Argus, and it's just a beautiful theme that gets you riled up. It's almost like anime-like. It like hits all of those just base human emotions that get you super excited and feeling amazing. So
I love him getting that guy who walks too loudly and how it pays off in that last fight where he locks him in the room.
Very good, Austin.
What did he call him? He was calling him something.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was either.
Yeah, he's like, oh, it was something, but it was great. What about you, Dad? What you got?
My sixth man, I like that Ryan Hurst. He played Mentor. He's a big cat, you know. Wow. I liked him, man. You know why?
It's an interesting six man.
The reason that I like the dude again, I go back.
Very Dune-like and like Duncan, Idaho.
He was in the movie. He's in the show Sons of Anarchy. He's a very large cat, and he just kind of, to me, I felt like, damn, he's a warrior, man. It just felt like a warrior, and when you saw him fighting with Tom Holland, you know, he's just knocking him on his ass, and I'm like, yeah, that's
another
what happened to the little fella.
Dedicated to the crown kind of thing.
Yes, I like that actor, but I thought he did a really nice job. And again, I go with the believable factor. And again, he was all in for the cause. So I really liked him.
Yep. In terms of my six man, I'm gonna go with Polyphemus. Bill Irwin as the Cyclops, man. I was so
good job.
Struck by that scene. It was so
good job.
Well done and so just like
Well, what did you think about I thought the appearance of the Cyclops was so great and really jarring, man. Like the sideways broken looking nose.
The eye was looking this way instead of, they always have the Cyclops looking straight ahead, and it was looking this way a lot of the time, you know? It just really weird. It looked more believable.
What a humanized it was.
What a great moment.
Thank you.
It's not like
a great moment too when they're like, why isn't he been speaking to us? Do you speak to ants?
Yeah.
What do you think? Like,
yeah.
He didn't care. And also, you're right. I mean, at the end of it, it's kind of, you kind of feel bad. I mean, I don't want to jump ahead, but one of my sad sacks is the Cyclops.
You're supposed to feel bad for him. They screwed him over. They went in.
They screwed him over. They showed up. He had nothing to do with it.
He started to his sheep, man.
He did start eating them. So maybe that was part of it. But like, yeah, I mean,
but they're the intruders. That's the whole point. They're the people from the sea showing up on distant lands and like.
Speaking of the hubris, though. Matt Damon, Odysseus firing that arrow at him after the fact, no need for it, ended up killing two other men.
Yep.
Like Eurylochus says.
When he falls into the water and like pops up. Yeah, it was just so damn good. He's moving so slowly. Like he's in slow motion, but he's fast. It's such a cool portrayal.
He's in slow motion, but he's fast.
I mean, that's what it looks like, man. He's just lumbering, but he's covering 50 damn yards at every step. I also want to give some love to Eurylochus, Himesh Patel, really well done. Cersei,
yes, sir.
Calypso, Charlize Theron. I mean, like all these characters worked well. I think the casting was just really. I mean, shit.
Primo.
Let's look at John Bernthal, what he did. Who else did we like? I think some of the suitors, like Polybus, the other suitor that was kind of the second-hand man with Charles. Robert Pattinson was pretty solid. We'll keep moving. There's so many characters, man. It's incredible. Yep. Sad sex here. What do you got?
Said one of mine is Polyphemus, the Cyclops, and also just all of the. I mean, how about the men who get? Well, you could say the men who get eaten. They're sad sacks.
They get.
But
crunched.
Really, I think the biggest sad sacks. I mean. Damn, now I'm thinking of something else. I'm just going to real quickly. You could say those goofballs who drown in the Trojan horse, about as sad sack as you could be. Also, the freaking Trojans. What sad sacks they are. They accept this gift, the Trojan horse, and then their entire civilization gets wiped out because Odysseus and his men kill them all. The Cretians. I mean, holy crap.
Those are sacks.
Talk about some sad sacks.
Yep. Mike, you got anything new to report here?
Is it Sinon?
Sinon.
Sinon. God, I haven't got one right. I've been trying. That was my sad sack. You know, that poor cat was outside of the Trojan horse and took one for the team. Thunk.
Arrows. Didn't even realize it.
I'm like, you poor
I had
bastard.
to lie to you.
Well, guess what? Sinon, all politically incorrect jokes aside, is my sad sack of this movie as well. Gets his lot traded for Antinous, who's wealthy, going to take care of his pops. Oh, guess what? That didn't happen. He died in poverty. Yeah. He didn't take care of his dad, so his dad dies back home. He goes to a war he wasn't even picked for from the draft lottery, and then gets left behind on the eve of victory to get stabbed, and with no comfort either. It's Sinon.
There was no doubt to me who the sad sack
You had to believe.
Yeah.
I needed you to believe.
At least he got buried. Though.
Well, and I mean, redemption when Antinous just gets it right in the sternum, dude. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I give you back your shame.
It worked.
God, it was so great.
We got to get another few in here, though. How about Argos the dog? Pretty sad sack for most of this movie.
He had to die on a pile of shit.
He was on the dung pile for 2 hours and 15 minutes of screen time.
We could have called him Beetle because he's the dung beetle.
I did have Iris, who's the ears guy, knifed in the gullet. And, the big one here, I just got all of Odysseus's men. They all died. They're a whole stable of sacks, man. Yeah. I did say especially the ones who got crunched by the Cyclops and drowned in their piss and poo.
That's kind of bad.
Those are some pretty sad sacks there.
Yeah.
Themes and things.
Austin, how about give them to us? I feel like just seeing you dancing with joy in this movie, you've got this down.
Honestly, we've said so many things that I don't have the most amount of themes and things, and I think that's just fine. I got Odyssey, ancient Greece, just hearing these islands, Ithaca, Sparta, Troy, love that stuff. The gods, mythical beings. The movie starts out a time of apparent magic across the screen, which I think is just kind of a fun entrance there. Trojan War, civilization and the undoing of it. Like I said, Oppenheimer, the atomic bomb. Who's the real enemy? And I think that's it's very timely with what we got going on too. And we question the validity of wars in times like this. I mean, it's a very real thing. It's not like this is, this 4,000-year-old story. It's very timely today, which is, sad in a way, but it's just got, it's an interesting thing. It still stands true in that way. We are the sea people. Zeus's law, testament, shame, Sinon, Antinous, Odysseus, and the Trojan horse, his shame with that and what he unleashed. Trinkets, as I mentioned. Suitors. I think that's a big thing, just the whole suiting, all the suitors throughout this. That's
or lack thereof.
I don't remember reading this too well because I probably, audiobooked it and was probably falling asleep half the time too. Freshman year of high school, probably not the most interested in, a 4,000-year-old poem. But anyways, I do remember the suitors playing a very large part. That is one of the words that was like, suitors. I remember all that storyline and that stuff happening. So suitors, how about Matt Damon can't get enough of Calypso's lotus flower? Wink, wink, right? 7 years on that island. I might not have ever left it, And how about bow and arrow? Bow and arrow trial.
Speaking of, last bit. Awesome. What about when the guy goes, oh my God, it's Odysseus. And then he gets it right.
Well, that's the Polybus. That's the
God, that was so awesome.
Heavy hitting arrows, man.
Where did he get shot again? Was it in his neck or was it in his mouth?
Oh, it was his neck. Yeah, I think he necked him heavy.
God, that was so awesome.
Yeah, and then it turned into a Batman scene, basically. Matt Damon just kicking everyone's ass.
Yeah, God, it was so awesome.
Yeah. Well.
And Telemachus gets his too. He gets that one goofball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does get someone. He does get
Matt Damon, Odysseus, all the way.
All right, guys, our outro questions. Here they are. Is the Odyssey better with Nicolas Cage? Not really the best graphic we could in there this time, but hell, his face is there nonetheless.
It's still good.
Nice.
It always hits.
Yeah.
What do you say, Dad?
I said it early, and I was scared to say it because I knew you guys would come at me. But there is no doubt who Nicolas Cage needs to take the spot of in this movie. I mean, if you want a bad guy and you want somebody that can look the part, Mr. Pattinson, step aside, my friend. Nick Cage has been doing it forever. This cat can do it. Sorry, Mr. Pattinson, you're a good guy, but step aside. Nick's the man. He would be off the charts. He's the man. The man. Oh, yeah. He would be great. I mean, it depends. Could they contain him? Could the director contain him to keep him, without being too crazy, just over the top? And I think they could. Nick Cage is professional as they come.
I got him as Antinous. I want him to be younger. I don't want him to be his age.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's got to be a little younger. Yeah.
And, of course, we'll get some sprinkles of Castor Troy, just downright despicable, someone you love to hate. Yeah, he could do it easy. You might like him too much, though. That's the issue we run into with casting him as a villain. You're just going to end up liking him too much, and you need him to die a horrible way.
Yeah.
I got 3 options.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
Imagine Nick Cage as Hades. How freaking cool would that be?
Doing James Remar.
Could you imagine that?
Yeah.
You imagine that, Dad?
You don't even see his eyes. You just see his mouth.
He could do it.
Nick Cage as Hades.
We know he could do it all. So,
yeah. Nick Cage is Menelaus, John Bernthal's character. Mm-hmm. I could see that too. You come to his little place and he's got Helen of Troy, and he grabs her face. Behold, or whatever the heck. You could see Nick Cage killing that.
He could eat a peach for
Yeah, he could. And then maybe a little interesting one. I could see Nick Cage as he is now as Eumaeus. I could see a Eumaeus.
He's blind.
Nick Cage. He's blind, and he's just playing that old cat role so well. He would do great.
Hell, he could probably play Polyphemus at this age, kind of look a little sackish walking around. Maybe see his ass.
He probably could.
See his ass that we didn't get in
Spider Noir. Spider Noir, that would have been classic. That'd have blown up the internet.
Do we ever get to see Polyphemus or what the guy, Polyphemus' ass?
If we do, it's in the shadows.
Okay. We don't get to see those buns, huh?
Yeah, no. But, man, I think...
What about Agamemnon? You never see his face, really.
That was really cool. Well, they did a great job with Agamemnon.
Thought he was sick.
I mean, just the kind of
They made him Vader-ish.
Yeah, they did. The presence.
Mm-hmm.
The presence created. And
the way the score sounds when he's like, there's like some bass moving.
When they open up the freaking gates of Troy and he's just walking through as confident as possible, that was like...
Well, I even like the stuff where they had like Odysseus bend the knee to him and he's just like this menacing, looming presence. He's standing up and they bend down and like kiss his hand or something. And there's bass rolling right there. It's like... And you just know.
Was the theater... Was it shaking during a lot of the scenes? I mean, my seat was rocking.
Question. I got a question, guys. So we would be doing ourselves a disservice if we didn't at least imagine Nick Cage as Odysseus. How do you think that would go? How do you think Nick Cage as Odysseus would go?
I mean, guys, he'd have to be, let's call him, he's probably 50 years old at that point. Nick can body shape whatever you need him to do. I mean, he's a shapeshifter. We know that. This guy can get in phenomenal shape for any kind of role, and he can get high or low, whatever you need. Yeah, of course he could do it. I think Matt Damon did a phenomenal job. Would Nick Cage be able to do it? Damn right he would. There's no doubt. We all know that.
Yeah. He could get built like Ralph Fiennes did for an Odysseus role. Have you seen those pictures of him? He played the Return.
Well, look at Con Air, guys. Look at Nick Cage in that. I mean, he was jacked. Mm-hmm. He can do it.
Oh, he could pull it off. I love Matt Damon in this movie, though. So
I thought Matt Damon did a great job.
You can't replace anybody Matt Damon, but it would be interesting to see. It'd be interesting to see Nick Cage as the leading man in a role like that, just to see how he'd pull it off. And I mean, I think you'd want I think you'd want National Treasure era Nick Cage for that. You want the prime. You want the top of his game. And I'd be interested to see that.
No doubt. Fuck. I was going to say something. I completely forgot it. So, number one favorite thing about this movie, guys. What is it? What are you taking? Is it Matt Damon? Is it?
It's Matt Damon.
I think it's Matt Damon. I think this may go down as his best performance ever.
I'm giving it to Christopher Nolan myself. Just a master at work. And this
that's
really
fair.
This is really,
that's fair.
It's done it for me. Well, I think, like I said, maybe it's recency bias, but I really do think this is going to be looked back on like maybe the one.
Yep. I think that it's a remarkable achievement for American cinema.
Yeah, I think
it
might be Project Hail Mary is my favorite of the year. I might have to do it.
If you've noticed,
you're saying Project Hail Mary is your favorite?
It's been my favorite the whole year, and it still might be. But this,
you're saying Odyssey.
I thought
the Odyssey might overtake it.
Guys, think about what we're talking about now. What did I say about a year ago when we started this? Guys, there's no movies to watch anymore. I said that, didn't I?
You sure did.
Look what we're talking. Is this not exciting stuff? We are talking about movies again.
I'm talking
people
about
are going to
other
movies
people
again.
Too. Like people are talking about movies, which is good. I've kind of, I don't want to toot my horn.
Griffin's a dumbass and just paid $50 to go see a movie, Austin. That people are going back to the theaters.
I know,
and
we're here at the right time, man. We're here at the right time. We've been putting
the sad sacks are. I mean, we're revolutionary. We brought this back, guys. Gosh damn! Listen to this show. We are kicking ass. Bring it on. Bring 3 people on that can do better than us. It's not out there.
Life's good. Sorry. Movies are good. Football's about to be back. I'm repping my Dolphins tonight. Shout out the father-in-law for getting me the hat. Old Bob. Thank you, Bob. So,
Bobby.
Man, what a freaking movie. And like it's the popular discourse. Like everyone's talking about this freaking movie, man. Everyone's going to it. It's been the thing that people have been talking about. So it's been incredible to see. It's been incredible to talk to people about movies, outside of this. And I was going to say, not to toot my own horn, but in a way, like I'm not going to say I'm the resident, movie guy, but I definitely am talking about and thinking about movies more, but other people are watching them and, they kind of pick my brain on them. And I enjoy those conversations. It's a ton of fun. So it's good to be asked questions like that because movies are,
they're back.
Freaking movie.
We watch a lot of movies, guys.
Guys, speaking of movies, how's Vertigo doing? I mean, everything I'm reading online, we're kicking ass.
Yeah,
people like that movie, 1958 movie. Get it? If you haven't seen that, guys, get out there, take a look at that. I mean, it's blowing up. Mm-hmm. Vertigo, wow, nice pick, Griffin.
Yep.
Hey, man. I'll tell you what.
Fellas,
I think we have some really exciting picks in the pipeline as well. I know, Austin,
it's gonna be a good month.
You made a pick that I was super excited to see. Do you want to talk about it?
Well, I'm excited about both of them, so you might have to let me in on the ones that you're talking about. But my first pick here, let's just go ahead and give them that one.
Let's do it.
Kick-Ass, 2010.
Yeah. Nick Cage, baby.
A young Aaron Taylor Johnson too, who has become a pretty big star. Hasn't done much in a couple years. I haven't seen him anything big, but there's talk that he might end up being the next 007. So the guy's on that level. He's being considered for it. So it's a young Aaron Taylor Johnson. It's a high school
really great
story.
In a movie with Brad Pitt recently where they were on like a bullet train.
I really did like Bullet Train. I don't think it's a super loved movie, but I really enjoyed that one. I agree. Yeah. It was him and his brother. I like that actor too, that his brother was. But, man, Kick-Ass is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to kick ass on that one. I am certain
we're
of that.
Tear it out of the frame.
It's just going to be good. Is that the one you were talking about? Is that the one you were excited about?
No.
You're talking about what we're ending the month with. We're starting and ending with Odysseys, beginning with The Odyssey, Christopher Nolan's, and we are ending with Stanley Kubrick. This is some visionary shit. His 2001 A Space Odyssey from 58? Is it 58?
No, it's
1962? Or is it later than that?
Later than
68? 1968 then. I probably got my decades mixed up. Stanley
I'm really
Kubrick.
excited for that. I've never seen that movie, but that's a classic. We got to see it.
I have not seen it either, so it felt...
Have you seen it, Dad? 1968, A Space Odyssey.
It's 68, yeah.
No, but I will. Can't wait. I'm loving these older movies, guys.
I know it's... Should we make a point? I guess it's easier when there's 5 movies to have one film history movie a month. We could do that for a little bit.
I enjoy it.
We'll sprinkle it. Let's just keep rocking. What am I talking about?
That's what we do.
Yeah. Well, let's get out of here, fellas. Let's get out of here. Say your goodbyes. What an episode. What a movie. See the Odyssey in theaters.
Amazing movie. Go see movies in theaters, please. We are the Sad Sacks. We are the Purple Podcast. We are rocking. I'm loving this. I think we're having so much fun, guys. And like you said, Dad, the results are showing. It's speaking. People are watching our Vertigo episode. People love some Sad Sacks. So it's going to keep going right that way. Love you, boys. Let's keep it moving.
No doubt. Again, guys, as I said, it is so fun. I think we're right there where we want to be. Movies are back, baby. People want to go out. This ding dong just spent $50 to go see a movie. That tells me everything I need to know that, hey, people want to see these movies. A movie like this never have we all 3 said 5 stars. I don't think we've ever done that. This is a no-brainer movie. If you haven't been out to see the Odyssey, we highly recommend it. Give us your feedback on that movie. Give your feedback on any of them that we review. Yeah. So, guys, please give us feedback. We love it always. Want to do movies for you. If there's something you want us to see, we're there to do it.
No doubt. Well, as always, guys, thank you very much. Keep living well. Keep doing your best. Give us a subscribe if you haven't already. What are you thinking if you haven't? But love you guys. We'll be talking to you soon. And bye-bye.